So, how are we feeling today? Oh, still a little sick. How long does this anti-venom take to work? I still feel dizzy and stuff. Ugh, and how many are there now? 2, 3? Oh, you give it some time, you'll be better in no time at all. But do you want to meet our next review target? Sure, bring him in. Let's see him. Ouch!
Hey YouTubers, Grimmy Dragon here, and it's time for another review. And since it's Halloween, why not do something scary? So today, we're going to take a look at the Alien from the 1970 movie, well, the 1970s movie, Alien.
Okay, first thing I really gotta say about this guy, he is huge. I mean, this is a 9.5-inch figure. So, any of your smaller figures, like any of your standard Marvel Legends or DC figures, will probably look pretty tiny next to him. Like Deadpool here. I mean, the alien's towering over him. You know, and Deadpool's a pretty modern deluxe size. Modern 6-inch scale figure. Let's see, we'll bring in Transformers Voyager real quick. Cyclonus, again. That alien is towering over him. Menacingly. So yeah, this is a big figure. So Neca did a real good job of making the alien big and imposing. So I appreciate that right off the bat. Real good. The detail, Neca's known for detail, so no surprise that it's spectacular here. The paint is pretty simple. It's a black character, black costume. But it does have bits of gray in the middle. Trying to bring out some shading, and it's a very glossy black, so there's a lot of shine to him as well. You got the 6 fingernails all done up in silver, along with the teeth, and you got that translucent top, like dome at the top of his head, which you can see his skull through, which is real nice. And the skull is actually got some paint on it to really emphasize it. And from the right angles, you can even see an eye socket in there, which is awesome. You got those little pipes and tubes along the body and the head. So yeah, you can tell this is like from the 70s, which is cool. You got the tubes on the sides. Real crazy design. These like spike tube things on the back, and that long tail, which is real cool. And I don't know what else to say. This is a terrifying looking toy. But articulation wise, you've got like a ball jointed head, very little up and down, but it is there, but a lot of left and right. Can't do a full 360 due to the pipes attached to it, but it is got a nice bit at the head. Got pin and socket universal at the shoulders with a bit of a detent for the in and out, which is good. Bicep swivel. You got 90 degrees at the elbow, swivel at the wrist. You got a kind of a ball jointed swivel, like a ball jointed joint at right at the waist or below the rib cage, depending on how you want to look at it. It's pretty cool. Swivels at the hips, although it's a kind of an odd cut, so they extend out a little bit as they go up. But you got a thigh swivel, detented knee, and swivel like a hinge at the ankle, which is also detented. So you got that. The tail is on that kind of bendy plastic with a wire in it, so you can get it to curl up or extend out. But the plastic is firm enough it'll kind of fight you a little for some poses, so you got a little movement but not drastically a lot. Now on the head, I gotta get him to stand before I can do this though. It's not always easy to find that sweet spot to balance him on. There we go, we got something. Focus in on the head, and I want to get some, because he does have an articulated jaw, which is pretty good. You can open it wide. So it kind of breaks it up a little bit, but you need to do that in order to get the inner mouth to come out. Which I appreciate, that the fact that they have the inner mouth in there. That is a nice touch. And count on Neca to go above and beyond to get every detail they possibly can in a toy. And that is very nicely done. That just slides back in. It's on a quick little slider. Jaw closes, and we're good. And I'm trying to get this guy to stand on his own. Like I said, balancing him is not easy. He's got plenty of articulation, but finding that right sweet spot for him is a little trickier. So yeah, we saw him with Deadpool and Cyclonus. See, we'll get a DC figure in to compare to that. Of course, the one I have handy is the 1960s Penguin. As you can see, is very short, a little shorter than normal next to the alien. I got a big guy in Circuit. He's extremely tall in his own right. And Circuit can actually look eye to eye with the alien, although he's still a hair shorter. And since it's an alien, why don't we get a Spartan in to really do a size comparison. Although Captain Palmer here is that model kit, which is a little bit shorter than the McFarlane figures, even though I don't have any of those. But yeah, that's actually a good scale for it. The alien was supposed to be a big, menacing creature, and this toy does a great job of emphasizing that. So I'd say it's perfect for fans of that movie. That said, this is the only figure from the NECA Aliens that I plan on getting because, as much as I like those movies, I'm not desperately into them. So this is going to be the figure I get sorted. So
Okay, so that should wrap it up for the alien, the very frightening looking monster from the first Alien movie. I definitely like it. It's probably the only alien figure I'm going to get. I am happy to have it. So we got Halloween out of the way. It's time, and November is right around the corner, so it's time for a marathon of sorts. And a recent delivery from Ami Ami and the bonus figure from the subscription service have provided me with the means for a Femicon marathon. So, November, we're going to start off with a review of the final subscription figure, Night Racer, with her little buddy, who's, yeah, right here, Shaker. So, expect that. But in the meantime, happy Halloween out there. Stay safe, not, and have fun, whatever you are.